Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I did a quick weave tutorial, and I started out by putting oil in my hair and massaged it in, and then I did a beige cap and I put that on, and then I put a liquid cap on it, and along with Got To Be Glue spray and spritz. I cut the ear holes out so it can fit perfect. There's the liquid cap, and then after I put the liquid cap on, I put another cap on so no glue touches my hair at all. Alright, and then I blow dried the Got To Be Glued and the spritz and everything. Alright, and then I came in, I measured the track to my head so it fit perfect. And this hair was on sale. It's human hair, and the hair is called Empire, I believe. And this was the 8-inch, and the color was a 1B. So yeah, I used black track glue, and then I laid the track down. Alright, so here I go about to lay the track down, and I didn't put it too far down the back of my head because that's very uncomfortable. So I moved the track up just a little bit, and then I just repeated the steps. Alright, so then I went back in to cut some of the excess cap off because now I'm about to place my closure and see where it fits at. And I noticed that the cap was a little long on that side. So yeah, that's me measuring where the closure would be. It's going to be a side part, so that's why the closure is on that side. And I marked where the closure ended so I will know where to, stop laying the tracks and everything like that, and where to place the closure again. Alright, so I used the rubbing alcohol to remove like any makeup or anything. And then I used the bowl hold glue, and I used 2 coats. I laid the first one down, then after the first one was laid down and dried, then I applied the second coat. Alright, after my glue is, while my glue is drying, I then mix my makeup, which is a Fit Me, I forgot the shade, and a Naked, in like a darker shade. So I mixed those two, and then I applied it on the cap. So once I did my part, it'll look like my scalp. So then I ended up laying the closure down and then wrapping it down with a scarf around so it'll stay. It's like putting an elastic band around it, but yeah. Okay, so then I lifted the closure up and I used the track glue and I glued the closure down onto the cap. Alright, so then I started placing tracks and laying more tracks down with the black hair. Alright, so I'm going for like a highlight or whatever. So I'm using the Empire hair. It's a 8" and 6/13. So I'm only doing it. Well, my plan was to only do it on one side, but later in the video I ended up mixing it around my whole head. So yeah, I lay a black track and then beside the black track I cut it halfway. So beside the black track I lay a blonde track. Okay, so here's me adding like the last few pieces to close off the quick weave. Alright, so then I plucked my part out just a little bit more, and then I ended up having a spot that was lifting, so I went back and I glued it down. Okay, so I ended up splitting the closure and I added more 613 hair inside the closure. And right here I had made kind of a curved part, which later you'll see I made a mistake because the hair just did not go right. So yeah, I used the black track glue and I laid that down, and then I blow dried it so it can stay because it's like on top of here. So then I go in with a wax stick and I lay it on the closure so the closure can lay flat when I flat iron it. So yeah, so then here's me just splitting the hair apart and adding the wax stick. Alright, so here I am. I'm combing the hair through and cutting it. This part was kind of tricky because the hair was already short and I didn't want like a real short bob. So I had to be careful with the scissors and I really couldn't see the back. So I ended up standing up in the mirror, making sure I had like even cuts or whatever. So my original plan was to do like I guess it's like an asymmetrical bob, but I wasn't feeling that. Like to me, it just wasn't going with me. So yeah, I ended up like giving the longer part like kind of like some layers to have like a feathered bang. And you're just gonna see me eventually start making up my mind and cutting the hair more and more and getting the hair to stick down more. And I'm going in and I'm going flat ironing and just going through the process. Okay, here's the part where I decided to add more 613 hair on the other side. So yeah, I just opened up parts and added some tracks, blow dried it, and blended it in, like cut it some more so to be even with the black hair. All right, so I came back because I had to take a break because the hair, it just wasn't coming together for me. So I ended up cutting more of like a layered bang, feather bang, or whatever. So here's me flat on the hair, cutting, extra pieces I see or whatever, and curling the bang and actually getting it to look like a feather bang. Okay, so right here, basically feeling myself, I realized that um, it was too long on that side. So I ended up cutting more off, and I didn't have a razor comb, so I took an eyebrow archer and I just went through the hair and like made it kind of look thinner because it was like thicker on that side. And I believe that's on camera. It may not be on camera, but that's what I ended up doing. So I can have like a thinner side over there. Alright, so here are the finishing touches. I was trying to decide if I wanted to put the clip in. I ended up putting the clip in, but you won't see that in this part. But yeah, I put the clip in. The clip says glam. Yes, ma'am. Glamorous. Alright, and yeah, I just got the feel of the hair. And now I was, okay, I was feeling this style or whatever. And I liked it, the feather part and the little bob or whatever. So yeah, I ended up doing my edges and straightening it out a little bit more and just getting comfortable with it. And here are the end results. Alright, so I did me a simple makeup look with this hair and it came out very cute. If you liked this video, if it was helpful, please like, comment, and make sure you subscribe. Thank you.